Hi everyone, I hope that you're doing well. My name is Jayme, and I'm the Hermetic Shaman. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you for being a part of this community. Today's reading is a general collective message. It is intended for anyone who feels drawn to it. As always, please take what resonates with you, and gently release what does not. To book a personal reading or a cord-cutting session, the link to my website is in the description box below. And if this message supports you in any way, please hit that like button, be sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on a reading. We are going to begin with the tarot dice. Things will definitely be loud for a hot minute. If you are sensitive to sound, I do recommend lowering the volume. Universe and Divine Council. What is the vibe? What is the tea? What is going on in collective energy? That's interesting. One came out all on its own. The Seven of Swords in the reverse. Some kind of lie, deception, sabotage. It's being revealed. It's being exposed. Somebody here has been caught. This could have to do with something here that... However this person here is being caught, it has to do with somebody or somebody's seeing things in a different light, in a different perspective. Because we do have this Hanged Man reversed right here as well. Heavy Pisces energy. We have the Six of Pentacles on the side. So that's what's coming in. Somebody has been trying to prolong and delay something, or from doing the right thing. Somebody here never wanted to do the right thing. There's been some kind of sabotage. There's been a lot of lies, deception here. But there's been some kind of an awakening. Whatever this awakening has been, it's what's exposing this individual here for being a liar. Somebody here has been definitely trying to get in the middle of somebody's dreams in some kind of way, getting in the middle of their wish fulfillment, getting in the middle of realizing their own happiness with that Nine of Cups. Because Nine of Cups is all about being happy within oneself, for oneself, by oneself. And we have Temperance right here. There's about to be some kind of forward movement. Something here is getting ready to be alchemized. But also, Temperance happens after death. There is something here that is coming to an end. Somebody here is no longer going to be able to get away with something, because now I'm getting this energy of like now people's eyes are open to the truth. They're open to the facts. And there is going to be some kind of balance that is being restored with this Six of Pentacles. To me, the Six of Pentacles is always the act of justice playing out. Could this be justice? You finally getting your just desserts? You finally having, you know, your needs being met with this Six of Pentacles? Somebody was trying to stop you from what? Being able to provide and take care of yourself? Why? Also that way you wouldn't be happy? Why was somebody so gung-ho on trying to sabotage your happiness? Whoever this individual is, what I'm getting with this Hanged Man reversed, now that people are awakened to this, somebody was able to get away with something for a long time. This is somebody that was intentionally keeping people bound or trapped. That's limited thinking. Could also be like old ways of being, old ways of thinking, right? Old ways of decision making. But it's like now that there's been this awakening, somebody here can no longer get away with something. At the bottom, the Knight of Wands reversed. There's recklessness. There's impulsivity here. This is not thinking. This is reacting. This is somebody that's like hyper emotional. They cannot control themselves. Somebody that definitely likes to, it's the energy of like wanting to get their lick back, but it's coming from a place of their ego. It's like needing to prove something to other people. But somebody here has been, whatever this is, it's been deception. There's been a lot of lies and a lot of deception. Somebody who can even been trying to cover up for their recklessness and for their impulsivity. Maybe that's part of this sabotage. It could be like a little bit of like this scapegoating energy where somebody's trying to like, hey, look over there, you know, type of energy. Universe, please tell us more. Could be, I did say Pisces, but could also be Libra. Libra's here with that Six of Pentacles. Could be like a Libra Virgo cusp. Universe, please tell us more for the collective. The Ace of Swords. There is going to be some kind of truth and clarity here that is going to shed light on some kind of situation. Whatever this truth is, it's definitely leading to some kind of forward movement, and this could lead to some kind of departure. And this could just be departing chaos and heading towards peace. We have the Four of Swords sideways. Something here is definitely coming to a halt. It's coming to a rest. It's being put to bed, so to speak. This truth is putting something here to bed. We have an Emperor, the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles reversed, and the Eight of Wands. Somebody here has made a choice. They've made a decision. Maybe it's this Emperor here, acting on this truth, on this information that's finally putting something to bed, putting something to rest. Permanently, like no longer allowing something to go on. The Emperor is definitely somebody here who's very established in life. Definitely could be somebody here who's older. Doesn't have to be. This is somebody who's very wise, very mature. There could be a mature, wise individual here that's finally putting something to rest. Due to the truth, the clarity, the facts, the information that they are receiving. You know, the Emperor is somebody here who does what's best for their whole kingdom. Not just what's best for themselves, because the Emperor knows that if my kingdom thrives, then so do I. There is some kind of opportunity here. There's a lot of brand new beginnings here on the table now that people have been awakened to the truth. There is going to be a lot of fast forward movement, like good news traveling your way, collective. This could even be somebody here who was trying to... Okay. You could be receiving a lot of news and a lot of attention here, because maybe this Emperor here is shedding clarity on the fact that you were never... Somebody here was definitely trying not to make you happy. They didn't want you to be happy. And part of maybe you being happy is being able to connect with other people. Somebody was definitely trying to get in the middle of something. In the middle of you in your life. Somebody was definitely trying to meddle in your life with this Seven of Swords. They thought that they could be sneaky. They thought that they would get away with it. Somebody here could be exposing this individual, that maybe that's what's part of this that's being laid to rest, that's being put to bed. This clarity here that's being spoken about you, that's awakening people to the truth. And this could be somebody here who holds a high position. This person definitely has some kind of authority. He could be the one that's awakening people to the truth of you, of who you actually are. Maybe that was part of the sabotage, because swords are about communication. So somebody here could have been trying to, what they communicated, what they tried to put out was a lie. It was deception. Maybe that could have been in regards to you. Maybe people are having this awakening as to who you are, because it's like this energy of somebody here is now vouching for you in some kind of way. And it's like in their testimony, it's like they're putting something to bed. They're the ones that are finally ending something. Where there's been like stagnation, it's like somebody here is vouching for you to like go to the door. And I'm not saying that you need somebody to like fight your battles. This isn't the energy of somebody fighting your battles. But this is just like somebody here, I don't know, maybe they're put in a position where they hear something about you and they're like, wait, no, that's not them at all. Like, I know them, da-da-da-da. And people just look at this person because they know this person holds like a high rank spiritually, or this is just somebody who's very well respected. And they're showing like their admiration and respect for you, and this is leading up to doors being open because now people are looking at you differently. And if people are looking at you differently, then that means they're looking at the culprit differently. That's what I was trying to say with that big ramble. There is going to be some kind of tower here that is falling, because I keep seeing that peeking out of the deck. I think that's the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Somebody here is not going to be able to weather some kind of storm that is coming to town. See, somebody here erected something based on this lie. They also got other people to come into agreement with them based on a lie, based on a deception. And it involved a twisted perception about who you were, collective, or who you are. Somebody who's trying to make you out to be something that you're not. Heavy Scorpio energy. I also have Aries here as well, but there are new doors that are opening up for you. It's because the truth speaks for itself. And it's something here about like you're headed down the path towards prosperity. You're obviously still building here with this Ace of Pentacles. Universe, please tell us more. Now the Two of Pentacles is upright. And the Tower. I knew this tower was going down. Something here is crumbling down. Somebody here is going down. We do have the Lovers here that are being thrown out of this tower. Heavy Gemini energy. There's been a lot of false contracts that are being revoked at this time. We also have a King of Wands upright and a Queen of Swords in the reverse. The Queen of Swords in the reverse is somebody who's very cold. This is somebody here who doesn't care about the facts. They don't care about the truth. This is somebody here that lacks morals. Something here is not going to be able to be reconciled for this individual. I feel like there's a reconciliation happening in your life with this Temperance energy collective. But I feel like whatever they did, they're not going to be able to bounce back or recover from this. They're not going to be able to spin this or turn this around or be able to alchemize this, is what I'm trying to say. They're not going to be able to get their way out of this. They can't manage away, right? They can't transform their situation here. They're not going to be able to because the tower is making sure that it completely crumbles, that it completely falls apart. We do have a King of Wands upright. The King of Wands is somebody who's very brave, bold, very courageous. This is somebody that's very authentic. This is somebody here that is a natural competitor, but this is not somebody who does it in like a mean way. This is not somebody who needs to eliminate the competition in order to make themselves look better. No, this is somebody that's going to shine on their own merit. They know who they are. They know what it is that they bring to the table. What's behind this Temperance? The Ace of Wands reversed. I also feel like whatever this ending, I think the reason why this person's not going to be able to talk their way out of this one or alchemize the energy or try to turn it around or spin it in a different way is because they've been told to stop. But this is just somebody here who just couldn't. They just couldn't. Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Knight of Wands. This could be somebody here in your family. It doesn't have to be, or somebody here that you considered close to, like family. And there's something here about you following your North Node, you knowing who you are, you shining that light here with this Hermit energy. The Hermit is somebody who's very introspective. This is also somebody here who doesn't mind spending alone time. Maybe somebody felt like, maybe that's what they were trying to do. Maybe they felt like you wouldn't be happy if they had isolated you. Like maybe try to isolate you in your community or something here. And it all has to do based on a lie that they had said about you. But also, we have the act of justice playing out. For some of you, somebody could have lied in the legal system or made up some kind of false claim about you. That's for someone. That's not for everyone. Others, this is just somebody who's just running their mouth. And they could have really said something very nefarious about you. But either way, like, here you are with this Knight of Wands, moving strongly, moving bravely, moving forward, taking inspired action. Eight of Swords reversed, the Star reversed, Three of Cups reversed, in Judgment. Somebody here ignored. They ignored their own conscience. They did not do the right thing. Somebody's party here is now over for trying to twist something. I mean, this is not going to be a good, pleasant time for someone. Meanwhile, you're headed towards the Ten of Pentacles. You're leaving some kind of a legacy, some kind of a mark. Like, if this person did not want people to have... See, it's given this energy here of, like, wanting people... It's like this energy where this person here wanted people to not notice you, to not look at you as much of anything, so to speak. Like, you weren't worth it, that you were, you know what I mean, that you were like scum, that, you know what I mean? So that way people would ignore you because you weren't worth it, right? And I think it's really shitty how somebody here felt like they could define your worth, and that's a whole different subject. But it's like they purposely didn't want that attention on you, but they were the ones that created that attention on you. So now once the truth is finally out, it's like you end up getting the very attention that they never wanted you to have to begin with. It's like they were the one that fulfilled that prophecy, so to speak. Universe, please tell us more. The Nine of Swords. Somebody here is now feeling extremely guilty. Extremely guilty for what it is that they have done. Because maybe something here is coming back to bite them in the butt. Because we do have this infinity symbol here. What goes around comes back around. Be careful for what you invest in. Somebody here is now feeling extremely guilty. Because they know somebody here is making some kind of decision here. You're going to be receiving some kind of news, some kind of attention. You could be even having some kind of... Maybe there's an emperor here that wants to team up with you in some kind of way, or wants to protect you. Take that how it resonates. But we do have the High Priestess here as well. The High Priestess is somebody who's very intuitive. Somebody who definitely keeps to themselves. Somebody here is now feeling guilty. What did I do? What have I done? Five of Cups. And now somebody here is crying over spilt milk. Because now they're looking like a fool. Now they're looking like a clown. Now they're being publicly humiliated. Oh, they can't handle it. They can't handle the shame. They can't handle the embarrassment. No, their tiny little ego is breaking, and you're headed towards happiness with this sun energy. And somebody's headed for a loss. See, they were able to... They were only winning here. And it had to do with the story that they've been telling about you. And That's how somebody here decided to win in life. They had to create this show, maybe about how they survived you, is really what this is feeling. How you were the problem to, how you were the one that was all of their problems. Universe, please tell us more. The Queen of Wands came out sideways. The Towers here, the King of Cups, and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Somebody is not going to be able to defend themselves, and I feel like it's this King of Pentacles in the reverse, that Queen of Swords. There's a lot of people involved in this. Some people are switching teams, or switching sides, now that they know the full truth, the full extent of the truth. Maybe some people here are feeling guilty for maybe what it is that they did to you, or maybe could have withheld from you based on what it is that they knew, that they believed. Something here is definitely crumbling with this Tower energy. It's falling down. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. That's the vibe. Somebody was definitely very greedy, very excessive. This could even been involving like money or resources. Somebody was definitely trying to hide. Why am I hearing extortion? Like this, whatever this is, it almost feels like it was kind of like an extortion attempt. And it's like you refuse to like... To what? To give in? The Knight of Wands and Judgment. Page of Wands reversed, Two of Wands reversed, the Fool reversed, the Empress reversed, and the Three of Swords reversed. This is somebody here being held accountable for past deeds. The wait is finally over. Somebody here definitely... See, I think somebody did something. Whatever this lie is, I think they did something because... I don't know, maybe they got triggered by you, or they got... Not that it's an excuse, I'm just trying to explain the energy. I feel like the reason why they did that here is because, like, they were just mad at you, or mad at the world, or they just had some kind of transgression here that they needed to get out, and you were the one that they chose. This could be somebody here who's very highly, like, envious, and maybe a little jealous of you and what it is that you do. Maybe that's what... Maybe you're what they want to be. We have the Five of Swords and this High Priestess. Somebody was willing to do whatever it took in order to win at all costs, but they're only headed towards the heartache. They're only going to end up hurting themselves once this truth comes out. Ten of Cups reversed. Envious of your career and the money you make. I did pre-shuffle this deck before I started. This is somebody here who could just be envious of you, your life, your career, what it is that you have built for yourself, and what you still are. Like we saw, you're going towards that Ten of Pentacles. You're leaving some kind of a legacy for yourself. You're building something here. You're building your life. You're building and simultaneously building your future. Somebody was trying to get in the middle of that, but for why? What the hell is this person's problem? Posting things directed towards you instead of coming to you directly. They mock you when they feel jealous towards you. Okay, so this is just somebody who's jealous and envious towards you. Somebody who could even be trying to, like, post things online about you. This is somebody here who's probably posting things about you, and you probably don't even have, like, social media. Like, I don't have a Facebook, I don't have Instagram, I have my YouTube and my TikTok. And I barely post on TikTok. So, like, somebody could be, you know what I mean? Like, maybe you're, like, one of those, and somebody's, like, posting on, like, Facebook, and you're not even on there to, like, defend yourself. Unexplained freak accident? Somebody is going to be going through some kind of unexplained freak accident. Seek someone to perform or learn to do a hex-breaking ritual. And we have black obsidian behind that. Somebody here never thought that you would be protected? Universe, tell us more. They can't stand to see you shine. Every time I look at the bottom, it's always some card about cleansing. Somebody here severely underestimated your ability to, like, shake something off, no matter what it is that they were trying to send you. We have spirit team, ancestors, angels, spirit, guides, gods, goddesses got your back. Like I said, you're heavily protected. Somebody could have been trying to send workings your way, like they were posting things directly online. Somebody could have had a psychotic break because you triggered them. That's really what this feels like. Somebody here disassociated with reality at the end of the day. Because it takes a special someone to create lies like this, to try and get in the middle of somebody's life, to sabotage them from being happy. Why? Because they're miserable? They're miserable? They can't stand to see you shine. So they talk all this shit about you? How do you... You know, like a keyboard warrior, like you really think like that makes you tough? Anybody can pick up a keyboard and write some things down. But this is somebody who won't say it directly to your face. They won't. They won't. Because they're a P-U-S-S-Y. I said it. They are. And that's why this person's being humiliated. Because they know they are. Catch-22 there for this individual. They know they are. That's why they're being publicly humiliated, because they can't handle the shame of being seen as a liar. Oh, it was all fun and games, right? When they were getting all this clout. But now that the shoe is on the other foot, they can't stomach it. They can't stomach it, because now they're feeling exactly what it is that you have felt. That you were forced to go through, even though you didn't deserve it. Somebody here felt like they could play God. And God said, hold my earrings. That's what happened. A business rival? This could be somebody here who's a business rival. This doesn't even have to be somebody here who's actually, like, in the same business as you. Like, maybe this is somebody here who wants to be in the same line of work as you. You know, they can't compete where they don't compare. So maybe they felt like if they knocked you off of whatever it is that you have going on, then that could be their foot in, because they exposed you. So that makes them better than you. They only ended up exposing themselves. And their own disassociation with themselves. Somebody are tapped out of reality. They did. Somebody is tapped out of reality. Give me one moment. Okay, y'all, I am back. Universe, please tell us more. All roads lead to the truth. Because I'm picturing these sideways as if they're like stairs. Excuse me. And it's all leading to the truth. And it's all leading to somebody's exposure. I also feel like there's a lot of people here that are going to be like flabbergasted once this truth comes out. Jealousy and envy. Like I said, somebody here is jealous and envious. Look at how far their jealousy and envy has got them. Posting things directly towards you instead of coming to you. Why? Because they can't handle how they feel about themselves? That's the truth. That's the truth. They can't handle how they feel about themselves. Somebody who could have even been trying to organize an unexplained freak accident to happen to you. Like maybe somebody was trying to like eliminate, like somebody could have taken it that far. I did say the act of justice is playing out. And somebody is getting caught. Maybe somebody here is getting arrested because their plot has been spoiled or has been exposed. The truth is obviously setting you free, collective. The divine here has kept you safe. I mean, look at this. It looked crazy. Look at all of these eye energy, like hyper-focused, obsessed even. This person here who's an Ice King, this could be a masculine energy. Or it could be a feminine and distorted masculine energy. Why? Because you're single, sexy, and successful. So somebody was trying to create a health concern for you. An unexplained freak accident. Or maybe they were trying to claim that you had health problems. I don't know. Maybe somebody could have even been trying to say that you're a streetwalker. You know, and you have whatever it is that you have that's deadly or whatever. Somebody is just jealous and so envious of you. They were willing to say and do whatever it is. But that has consequences. Your words have consequences. Because if people start believing lies, that robs you of opportunities. We have opposition. This opposition, their jealousy and envy is only going to get them hurt. That's really what this is. It's only going to get them hurt because whatever they put out is now coming back. It's coming back 10 times heavier than what it was for you. Because you knew how to navigate your way through it because you didn't really know what was even going on. People were, you know, laughing at your expense behind your back. But see, what's taking place is not going to be behind your back or behind their back. It's going to happen right to their face. They're going to have to experience the full brunt of it. Which is what they wanted for you. We have travel, self-love, divination, and courthouse. You could be traveling soon, or this, again, this is just forward movement. This is giving me chariot energy. You are moving forward, especially with this temperance energy. There is going to be a change here. It's like you are now free to explore. Maybe somebody was trying to stop you from having new experiences. Because I'm also getting 3 of Wands energy with this. Trying to expand your horizons. Something here about you stuck with self-love. It may be something here about divination. Maybe some of y'all are readers yourself. Or you practice divination in your own way. We do have the courthouse. There is legal ramifications for someone's jealousy and envy and how far they took something. There's opposition. Somebody's getting arrested. And you know what? The fact that we have a male and a female that keeps popping up, this could even be a whole couple. It could be a whole duo of some sort of distorted energies. We have a gift. This could have to do with maybe you having some kind of a gift. Don't even tell me that somebody was trying to steal your spiritual gift. Or trying to steal something here that was meant for you. That was given to you. That is yours. We have a Jezebel energy. And we have child and priestess. Was somebody here trying to rob your innocence? Why? Because you're a priestess? You're a high priestess? With the gift? Maybe that is... We did see the high priestess out here twice. You could be very gifted, whoever this reading is for, or whoever has stuck with me this long. You could be a priestess of some sort. Maybe somebody tried to attack you, Why? Because they wanted to, they were jealous and envious of your gift? Everybody has a gift. You just gotta discover what yours is. See, but this is somebody here who cannot deal with themselves. They can't process their jealousy and their envy. Why are they feeling that way? What's their own shortcoming that's blocking them from getting to being like you? Do you know what I mean? Like, instead of being inspired, they became outraged? All to try and rob you and ruin you of your innocence. This opposition doesn't like your they don't like the fact that you're healed. Because they're not healed. And they want you to suffer like how they have suffered. But what if they're causing their own suffering because of their attitude? Could have even been trying to do like spell work on you, to like destiny swap with you, to try and take your gift away from you and maybe give it to somebody else. It doesn't work that way. I don't care who tells you they can. I don't care how many times they do the hokey pokey. They cannot do it unless you allow it to happen. And I don't feel like you did. It's like you refused to give up, to surrender, to give in to whatever this energy is that was being sent towards you. And maybe you had to do something alone with that hermit energy. You did something alone. Going back to what I said with this Nine of Cups, you did something by yourself, for yourself. Universe, please tell us more. We have a nice guy and a boss. Unexpected money. This is giving me that Emperor energy. You could have, maybe you ran into this Emperor and you had no idea who this person is, but it's like maybe their encounter with you is the thing that has broken the spell that this individual or this group of people here have been casting on you. There is going to be some kind of unexpected money, or you could just be stepping into your boss era. There is some kind of a nice guy here. This is somebody here who sees you for you. They do value your gift. This person could have turned on this couple or this duo here that's been jealous and envious of you, trying to become your opposition. This has to do with some kind of unexpected money. Death magic in the veil. I knew somebody here was trying to off somebody with this unexpected accident. Somebody here was trying to send death magic your way. And maybe that's why now they're shaking in their boots here with this Nine of Swords, because maybe that shit was transmuted to unexpected money for you? That's what I pray for. I don't do return to senders anymore. I'm just like, universe, whatever negativity sent my way, just transmute it to prosperity and abundance. Listen, I'm going to take whatever energy you're sending at me and I'm going to keep building up my wallet. Okay? I'm going to keep stuffing my wallet. Keep sending me the hate. I really don't care. But the veil here is being lifted. You're definitely being compensated here by the universe for all of your troubles, and whatever it is that somebody has sent out, this dark magic, this hokey pokey that they did, I mean, the veil is being lifted. People are seeing, like, maybe that's what's part of this, like, thing that's being shocking. Like, maybe people are finding out that somebody here was so disassociated with reality that they were actually paying for death magic on you. Because that's how pressed they were. And maybe it was the opposition. I feel like, okay. I feel like there's one individual here who's jealous and envious of you, and they're all just crummy, whatever. And I feel like it was their opposition. Whoever this person's attached to, whether it's their best friend or their lover, or it's obviously someone that they're obviously trauma bonded to. But this is somebody here that's like, I'm gonna I'm gonna get justice for you, or you know what I mean? And whatever this is was based on a lie. Maybe somebody could have said that you were their monster, when in actuality you weren't. And so somebody here took a bat for them. Either way, somebody here has been paying for death magic, or try to do it themselves. They're getting themselves beat up along the process. Somebody here sees your gift, this nice guy, and just what we saw with that emperor. Somebody here is vouching for you, and and like a domino effect, somebody here is now being hung to dry, because everything ended up to be false. See, she can't even look at him. She's just looking at him. She's like, see where you got me? Look at where you got me. Because I believed you. Because I trust you. Why? Because you're just jealous and envious here? This person's now feeling guilty. Now they're being forced to sit alone and think about what it is that they've done. They're now feeling haunted. And that's just the beginning. Because this haunting is just the realization that whatever they cast is returning back. Because they know what's to come. Yeah, they feel like they messed up. And it's too late to go back. Twin flame. Manifestation, trusted, and unbothered? This could be somebody here who's trying to keep you away from a twin flame. Somebody who could have even been trying to purposely act or try to send you people your way, like these false flame energies. Again, this person was saying something online about you. Like maybe somebody was trying to claim that you were easy and then like, I don't know, so that people thought like that's why they approach you with that in their mind, if that's making any sense. Like, if you were ever wondering why, like, certain people were treating you a certain way, and you're like, why are you treating me like that? It's because of something here that was said online about you. Maybe in a platform, in a group that you're not even a part of, that you don't even know exists. And you're just living your merry life. It's something here about keeping you under the scope, too. Like, don't even tell me somebody here was even having you, like, followed by like a private investigator or somebody wanting to play private investigator. I mean, nowadays people can just pull out their phone and claim to be whatever they want to be. I'm a journalist. I'm a private investigator. I'm this. I'm that. And I'm not taking anything away from anybody. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of amateurs out there that claim, you know, that they can do whatever. You know, just because you have a phone doesn't mean you're a photographer, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean you're a cinephotographer. Like, that's the vibe that I'm trying to say. Like, somebody here thought that they were something that they're obviously not. Because even private investigators, they have a moral code that they need to uphold by. Because I think you need to be licensed by the state or something to even do that. You have to be registered. And with that comes, like, a certain amount of, like, responsibilities of what you are and are not allowed to do. You could have been desperately working so hard to, like, manifest your twin flame, manifest your partner, manifest your equal in some kind of way. But maybe somebody here was also trying to do things here in order to make you feel like you couldn't trust. Maybe that's who this emperor is. That's for someone out there. Maybe you already ran into your divine masculine, divine counterpart, so to speak. Your actual true twin flame or soulmate, however you identify. And soulmates and twin flames don't only have to be romantic. Just saying. But here you are acting unbothered because a third party sitch. Somebody was trying to make you a third party. That's what it is. I don't even feel like you were involved, but you were because of your name kept being brought up by everybody. It's kind of like this energy here, like feel flattered collective. It's like they both wanted you. Someone wanted you and they knew that they couldn't have you, and another individual here was mad that they couldn't be you. All because of somebody's lust. Yeah? This thief. Somebody here could have even... This particular part of this message is going to be for a specific someone. But, like, you could even have an individual here who was maybe, like, connected to somebody, but felt like, you know what, go to the collective and sleep with them or whatever, in order to be able to rob from them, like, to connect to your sacral, and, like, somehow this other person here was also able to benefit from it. I mean, I have been pulling up this energy here of, like, this swinger sex cult type of vibe, and that could be being exposed. We have thoughts and legal. Somebody is now all in their thoughts because we saw courthouse earlier. Somebody is getting ready to pay for what it is that they have done. And you're gonna continue on the path that you have built for yourself, and you're gonna be in connection with the twin flame. And for some of you who are looking for love, especially my single feminines out there, there is a nice guy here around the corner. There is, and it's who you manifested, and you can trust this. You can. And I don't give that message out lightly. But it's like everything that somebody did not want for you is now happening. You're still getting it. And now they're gonna have to watch. Or maybe not, because this death magic is being sent to somebody. I'm just saying, somebody here could literally be losing their life, and I don't wish that upon anybody, but be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you put out. False narrative. There was a false narrative, and that's what's being dispelled. Somebody who could have been born in 95, 89, 78... 92. Universe, please tell us more. Universe, please tell us more. Unbreakable. You are unbreakable and unshakable. Inner toughness, enduring hardship, strength through adversity. Situational single, temporary loneliness, choosing solitude, waiting for better. See, somebody thought that you would not be able to, like, hold out. Maybe somebody thought, again with that lust energy, somebody was definitely trying to tempt you to be out of character or whatever it is that you wanted. But it's like, you chose solitude because you're waiting for better. You decided to not settle. We have past life and catfish, previous connections, unexplained familiarity, and then catfish, pretending to be someone else online. Somebody could have been... Maybe somebody here was even intentionally catfishing people using your photos, using your images, to get people to believe certain things about you, to acting as if they were you. What? This is somebody here that you decided to not give them anything. That's what this is. You have a sore loser here who was trying to claim that they slept with you, when in all actuality, they never did. You turned them down. You're like, no, I'm waiting for better. This could be a past life enemy. But here you are still rising in status, because now the truth is being exposed. Maybe the people here who the people here who subscribed to this individual, so to speak, if this person was trying to catfish people, maybe on platforms that you're not on, to pretend to be you, it's like maybe something here has been caught, it's been shut down, and it's like now everybody else knows the truth, which brought you attention, which is bringing you, like, it's bringing you new fans. Because those people know whatever it is that you endured, and yet here you are. Still. Unbothered. Now it makes sense why we saw that unbothered card. Universe, tell us more. Poker face, hiding true feelings, impossible to read, emotionally detached, you'll never know. Somebody is trying to have some kind of a poker face. Yeah, they're not happy. They're trying not to show that something here is getting to them, but it's showing. It's showing. Here you are, Self-Care Sunday, still taking care of yourself. As you should. Universe, please give us 2 more. Here you are, rising in influence. You're receiving some kind of recognition. Online fame, power to influence. Inner child, healing childhood wounds. That's exactly what you have done. And here you are focusing on your retirement goals. You're focused on your future. You're going to be able to... relaxation has been earned. Long-term stability. What did I say earlier about that 10 of Pentacles? You have been living in the present, working on your future. Ensuring yourself some kind of long-term stability. All because you decided to start speaking up. Expressing your needs. Courage to confront. Maybe that's what you did. And that all has to do with you healing those wounds. It's like you confronted yourself. We have deja vu, repeating patterns, familiar lessons. Yeah, somebody here wanted you to repeat lessons, but they never thought that you would be able to heal and that you would enter hustle mode. Yeah. They only just made you work harder. We have blind date and mirror mirror. Seeing yourself and others. So somebody here was intentionally trying to set you up on dates with situations here that would trigger you to repeat bad patterns. Because, you know, this person knows what makes you tick because they've been stalking you. They know what you like. They know what you don't like. They know exactly what buttons to push until you use that to heal. And what, now this person's feeling guilty? Maybe somebody could have even been trying to catfish you under different profiles online, like wanting to befriend you or whatever. But in all actuality, they were just tempting you to bait a reaction, to use your responses against you, and that's what they were posting on an online community, or like a forum or something. Somebody here has definitely had a hidden agenda. And look at where it's gotten them. It's getting them into a jail cell. Physically, spiritually, mentally. This is somebody who doesn't have any discipline in their own life. I should probably go grab a couple of oracles. Give me one moment. Alrighty, y'all. I am back. Universe. What does the collective have to look forward to? Beware of self-delusion. You are going to be receiving some kind of good news. Okay, now I get it. Don't let whatever this good news is, don't let it get to your head. It's okay to celebrate here, but don't allow it to, like, empower your ego, is what I'm trying to say. But you are going to be receiving some kind of good news. Don't let this good news go to your head. A period of prosperity and abundance. Okay, maybe that's what the good news is. Don't let this money get to your head. Don't become the very thing that was trying to block you. We have August. Something here by August? By August of this year, you're going to be full of prosperity and abundance. Look at all that bread. Look at all that bread. Beware of self-delusion. So you're going to be receiving a lot of good news. I think what the universe is saying is remain humbled. Remain humbled and remember where you come from. Because I feel like there is going to be a dramatic change in your circumstances. One where it's like your life is going to be testimony for your truth. Like it's going to be like you're going to be so undeniable. We have scales. Keep your life in balance. I feel like it's in the reverse. So it's like, I feel like your life is in balance. Just continue to try and maintain it. Like I said, continue to be humbled. We have funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. It is in the reverse. So August is the 8th month. What goes around comes back around. You're definitely going to be receiving for everything that you have put out. You're definitely going to be receiving by August. Someone here could also have a birthday in August. What is that? Leo, Virgo energy? What I'm also getting is, like, by August time, it's like... I feel like there's going to be, like, maybe, like, one, like, little obstacle here. But it's like you've already learned this lesson. So it's like you'll know how to navigate something. Something here about by the 8-8 portal in August, things are going to change for you. Just continue to remain humbled. Maybe in August is when whatever is happening right now stays locked in. So be very careful. Like, stay humbled. Stay humbled. Remember where you come from. Don't allow this period of prosperity and abundance to, like, get to your head. All of this good news. Like, don't allow it to, like I said, celebrate, but don't let it change you, is what I'm trying to say. Don't let something change you. And by August, something here is going to be locked in. Universe, please tell us more. Secret admirer? You could have a secret admirer here. And it's right on top of that, beware of self-delusion. Don't rush something in your mind. Like, say, for example, like, maybe this is secret admirer, like, maybe somebody asked you out on a date, like, don't go into something with an open mind and an open heart. Don't read too much into something. Don't try to create something that doesn't exist yet in your mind. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't want to, like... What I'm saying is, like, don't get too much in your head. We have Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. And this has to do with your period of prosperity and abundance. Something here is going to come in waves for you. And we have hills, obstacles to overcome. It's at the bottom of this deck. Things will not always be this way. Eventually a caterpillar will change, will evolve into that butterfly. Bird perch, there is definitely some kind of news, packages, letters that are arriving by August. You're going to be receiving a lot of good news from now until August. And it's because people are now recognizing you for being this butterfly. And it's something here, people are admiring you for maybe the fact that you are remaining humble. You're not letting something change who you are fundamentally as a person. And we have angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. You are protected from harm, and you're receiving a lot of spiritual guidance. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. It is in the reverse, so I don't feel like you're going to be losing out much longer. You're definitely doing what you need to do in order to keep your life in balance. Don't also try and, like, show off. You don't need to show off is what I'm trying to say as well with this beware of self-delusion. You don't have to show off. People already admire you for who you are. You don't have to, like, put on a show. And I know, like, sometimes we want to impress people. You know, but just don't take things to, like, the extreme where, like, you're no longer yourself. Do you know what I mean? Divine Masters, please give us a message for the collective. Okay, we have two of them. We have Kali Ma and Ishtar. Divine Severance and Inner Learnings. Cut cords to dramas, fears, and limitations. Follow your heart, truth prevails. Maybe this is somebody here that you had cut cords from? That's why they're in that Nine of Swords. 'Cause they're like, damn it, the collective cut those cords. What am I gonna do now? I don't know, do the work like everybody else? Kali Ma. Kali Ma is the Hindu goddess of death and rebirth. She is a destroyer of evil forces and protector of liberation. In the Hindu pantheon, she is the most powerful expression of Shakti, who is ultimately an expression of life force energy in a dynamic feminine form. In Sanskrit, Kala means darkness, and Ma means to bring or create, so Kali Ma is the bringer of darkness. Darkness isn't to be feared, however. Over the years, especially in Western culture, we've been told that it is bad, but in fact, it's a sacred part of life. Before we were born, we were all wrapped in darkness of the womb. The earth herself was born in the darkness of the cosmic sky, and every night when we sleep, we step back into this space. So the great goddess Kali brings the energy of creation, birth, and renewal. Stop right there. Don't let dramas or other disruptive energies get between you and the light you were born to be. Before a molehill becomes a mountain, release yourself from a situation that is only going to drain you and bring you pain. Today, the universe, through the great goddess Kali, is encouraging you to cut the cords between you and unnecessary people, places, and situations. Do it now. Your soul desires freedom and liberation. In your current circumstances, you are holding the wheel of karma in your own hand, and you only get to decide if a situation takes over your energy or not. Don't let yourself be pulled into something that is not yours to deal with or carry. Take your karma and your future back into your own hands. If you are afraid, good. That means you're on the cusp of something great unfolding. So, like, don't stoop to anybody's level. Just because somebody invites you to an argument doesn't mean you need to accept. Because at the end of the day, they're just can't handle something within themselves. You don't need to accept to somebody's triggers, and other people's triggers are not your responsibility. We have Ishtar. Ishtar, whose name means the precious, is the East Semitic, Akkadian, Assyrian, and Babylonian goddess of love and war. She is known as Inanna, the Sumerians, and the Astar by the North Semitic peoples. She has many names and many faces. As long ago as 4000 BCE, she was acknowledged as the Queen of Heaven, protector of the cosmos, and instigator of truth. She was often depicted with 6 and 8-pointed stars, which were originally general symbols of the heavens, but in the old Babylonian period, she became associated with Venus, the planet of love and desire. Many people have been challenged by the fact that Ishtar is linked to both love and war. From my own impressions of the energy she represents, I believe she helps us connect with the root energy of desire, including the desire to fight for what we believe in. When she appears, only the truth can prevail. Information is being revealed to you, and it's important to listen, especially if there's a good chance it will bring a war between your head and heart. You are being guided to listen to your heart, the part of you that makes decisions based on what feels best rather than what makes sense. Excuse me. You may have to take a decision that makes you feel you're losing out, but in fact will lead you to a feeling of finding treasure or even feeling treasured. You are being encouraged to seek the truth now, even if it is challenging or difficult. It is important to honor it. The truth will always prevail, whether it be now or in the future. You are being guided to save yourself emotional strain and also time by allowing what needs to be shared, said, felt, and communicated in order to be more connected to your heart and ultimately for the highest good of all. Let's see. Goddesses, do you have a final message for the collective? Okay, I'm gonna take the one that flipped over, but the one that fell out was Baba Yaga. Something's telling me to take it. We're gonna take it. We have Baba Yaga and Tara. We have Centering and then Wild Woman. I sit with my attention focused on my breath, breathing in and out, inhaling and exhaling, taking in and letting go, the dance of creation, the dance of the universe, the dance of life. I sit in stillness, in focused awareness, breathing in and out, as the ocean that is life churns and pulses around me, as oceans of incarnations swirl and twirl through me, beside me, all around me. My eyes see all, know all, and watch, as I breathe, still, focused, aware, centered. Tara, who originated in India and whose name means star, is a major goddess in the Tibetan pantheon. She is known to help those who call upon her in tumultuous times of need, to steer a clear path, to find the stillness and strength within. She is also the goddess of self-mastery and mysticism. From the first tear of compassion, a lake was formed. From the middle of this lake, a lotus emerged. When it bloomed, Tara emerged. Although offered reincarnation in male form, she swore to be ever incarnated as a woman. Tara is here to remind you to center. It is time to nourish wholeness by going within and strengthening your center by focusing your awareness and let turmoil of life go without you. It is hard to hear your own voice in the midst of a frenzy of life. Go into the quiet, go into the calm. When you return, you will be stronger and more capable of dancing with what life has to offer. Then we have Baba Yaga. You don't want to mess with Baba Yaga. I walk in the forest and speak intimately with the animals. I dance barefoot in the rain without any clothes. I travel on pathways that I make myself, and in ways that suit me. My instincts are alive and razor sharp. My intuition and sense of smell are keen. I freely express my vitality, my sheer exuberant joyfulness, to please myself, because it is natural. It is what needs to be. I am the wild, joyous life force. Come and meet me. Baba Yaga, Slavic birth-death wild goddess, rode about in a motor. Motar? An extremely hard bowl used with a pestle to grind grains, nuts, and etc. Her ways were fierce and wild, deep and penetrating, and could be interpreted as grinding away that which was extraneous. Baba Yaga's house stood on chicken legs and danced about. Her time of death was autumn, for she was the life force present in the harvest grain. In Russia, this goddess was transformed into a witch who lived deep in the forest and ate children. Okay. Baba Yaga flies into your life in her motar to help you nurture wholeness by getting in touch with your wild woman. It is time to reconnect with the natural, the primal, and the instinctual. It is time to shake out your hair, your body, and shake up your life. Have you banished your wild woman to the dungeon? Have you chained her, muzzled her, caged her? Lest people find out you are not nice, neat, and clean? Free her. You need her. That wild woman is a part of your joy, part of your vitality, part of your creativity. She is you, and you need every part of yourself in order to dance wholeness. Baba Yaga says it is most important for you to learn to integrate your wild woman, because an unintegrated wild woman creates self-destructive behavior. The wildness is there and needs to be expressed. It is your choice whether to express it creatively or destructively. I feel like you have been let out in liberation. I feel like a part of these cords and these attachments here was to keep you, like, subdued in order for you to feel ashamed of a part of yourself. Like, we're all human. We all are. We have good days and we have bad days. We all have our demons. And you shouldn't feel guilty about that. You shouldn't feel guilty for having a bad day or, oh, I always need to be on my best behavior. Like, no, you don't. You're allowed to live. That's the point of us having a human experience. I'm going to close this out with a message from Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha, do you have a final message for the collective? Okay, we have innocence. Innocence. Number 43. The simplest gestures of love and respect can prevail over even the toughest of hearts. In this card, the lightness of the aura around Ganesha portrays innocence. By being soft and still, you give the universe the opportunity to assist you in creating your desires. Be willing to release any cynicism. Have you noticed yourself becoming increasingly critical over time? As you gather more experience, sometimes the familiarity of a situation can cause you to lose touch with your innocence. It is only natural to expect similar outcomes as you have had in the past when similar situations present themselves in your life. Don't forget, though, that change and transformation are always possible. You are being offered an opportunity to approach this situation with renewed peace. If you are making changes to your job situation, relationships, or even the direction of your life path, approach this with the sense of exploration and excited curiosity of a child. Be willing to let go of the preconceived ideas that have developed over time in your mind. Allow your heart to be centered and in a place of peace. Every day, call on Ganesha for guidance to renew your mind and refresh your thinking. With Ganesha's assistance, contemplate each situation you encounter. Ask Ganesha to support you. Remember to pray for freedom from fears, worries, and unhealthy obsessions that might control your thoughts and harm your soul. Be accountable for your decisions and their results. Just knowing that you are responsible will assist you to take the decisions seriously and with greater consideration. And that is what I have for y'all, collective. I am sending you all lots of love and lots of light, and I will see you next time. Ciao.